Hello and welcome to the yet another episode of Dev Talk. So this is a special edition of Dev Talk on the occasion of Republic Day, and we are extremely excited to have a very eminent guest with us. He is a erudite personality. Is the man who has been behind the scenes of the huge magnanimous project that the world has ever seen on sanitation. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the Swachh Bharat mission, and we have with us Mr. Yugal Joshi. Welcome to this episode of Dev Talk, sir.
Thank you very much, Pareshji, and a very happy Republic Day to all the viewers. It's a great occasion. 26th January is so important in the history of our country. So I wish all the viewers a very happy Republic Day. Thank you. Thank you for
Swachh Ganatantra. Swachh Ganatantra.
Yes, of course. Yes.
All right. So let me just take one more minute to list out some of the important introductions about Mr. Joshi. Mr. Joshi is a director Swachh Bharat Mission in the DWS, Ministry of Jal Shakti, since 2016. As we all know, Swachh Bharat Mission is the largest behavior change program ever launched anywhere in the world. Yugal Joshi has been instrumental in bringing impactful information, education, and communication, which we normally call IEC interventions for the behavior change among rural Indians. He is a recipient of Prime Minister's Award for Excellence in Public Administration for his IEC works in 2018, and also Indian Police Medal 2020 and National Award of Excellence in 2014. So he wears a lot of feathers on his cap. He's an alumnus of University of Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National University of Singapore. So while working as a research associate in the Water Policy Center at Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy, Singapore, Mr. Joshi has published many research papers in international water journals. He has also authored books such as The Singapore Water Story, which was co-authored and translated in multiple languages like Chinese, Japanese, Mongolian, and Hindi. Some of his other creations are Creating Shared Values, Ram, the Soul of Time, Women Warriors in Indian History, and Boons and Curses, Legends of the Mythological Mother. So we are extremely happy, excited to have you on this show, sir.
Thank you so much, Pareshji, for this elaborate introduction. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Our pleasure, sir. So that was a quick introduction of Mr. Joshi, and we do not really want to wait anymore and want to listen, how the entire program transpired and how it was rolled out. Mr. Joshi, my first question to you is regarding the ODF India that our Honorable Prime Minister dreamt of then in 2014. So this is about the ODF India. You have seen the dream of ODF India being conceived, and you've been a part of several decision makings to achieve the dream. Now, when did you really feel and realize that the behavior change communication, or the information, education, and communication for ODF is really important to realize the dream of Swachh Bharat Mission?
Thank you, Pareshji. This is a very important question. Missions like Swachh Bharat Mission, they don't come every day. In fact, I am tempted to almost it's a kind of equivalent to Gandhi's Dandi March or 1942's Quit India movement. It is so big. And the moment when the Honorable Prime Minister, he announced from the Red Fort in 2014 that we should, clean India, and not only clean, but we should clean it in 5 years. That was a momentous occasion. And that changed the course of sanitation discourse as well as sanitation practice in India in such a big way that this country had not seen it since last 2000 or 3000 years. So it was huge. And behavior change communication, or IEC, was a very important point of a very important part of this Swachh Bharat mission. In fact, I would say that behavior change was the primary focus. Triggering that behavior change was so important because at that time, many international agencies as well as we thought that more than 60 crore people were practicing open defecation at that time, around 2014.
Right.
So, why behavior change was important? Toilet construction was one of the things because of the socio-economic background of the country. But behavior change was more important because there were myths, stigmas associated with it. So dispelling those stigmas and myths was the primary concern of the team Swachh Bharat. Then there were many other things, for toilets in India, there was no demand.
Right.
So that demand generation for toilets was also a major component of IEC programs or behavior change programs.
Right.
And then, in a big country like India, where the population is so huge, 130 crore people, it is not possible without participatory approach.
Right.
It is not possible when every Indian thinks or owns this program. It is not possible. So the Prime Minister from the very first day made it clear that if Swachh Bharat Mission has to succeed, then only in form of Jan Andolan, a people's movement, it was possible.
Absolutely.
Where everybody considers Swachh Bharat Mission as his own business and works for it. So that's why BCC or Behavior Change Communication Program became the soul and heart of this program. For example, in India, within a short period of 3 years, we could prepare a cadre of around 6 lakh Swachhagrahis, sanitation volunteers. So this was unprecedented.
Right.
And Swachh Bharat Mission, BCC was, it was not only for the practitioners,
Right.
it was for the implementers as well. If there are people, the bureaucrats, other people working in the ministries, not only in the union ministry, but in the state governments, districts, blocks, even panchayat workers, they need to imbibe these values, how important Swachh Bharat is for the country.
Right.
So this behavior change has to happen at both the levels, at the level of the implementer as well as the practitioner.
Right.
And third thing, that we always stress that this behavior change should be positive. So all our messages should be positive, how to make, it was all about the responsible behavior, a behavior that positively affects health as well as environment.
Right.
So, the outcome is so big that during COVID times, it helped a lot, people understood the value of sanitation. And I think, COVID, though there was huge impact in India, but somehow Swachh Bharat Mission success it's a campaign, behavior change campaign success also lies that people already knew the value of sanitation.
Right. Absolutely. That takes me down to my memory lane. Sometime in 2010, 11, we were doing a research on wash behaviors in Bihar, in one of the Mahadalit villages. One of the responses that came from one of our respondent was something that it gives me goosebumps even today when I think about it. That the person, there were two things that I will never forget. One, this person was saying, I will defecate only when I eat. When I have something in my belly, then only I'll defecate. And that hit me hard, really hard. Now, what to do with these people who have different set of priorities? And explaining them that, look, this is also important. Second, I remember one of the female folk said that using toilet is Bhadralok's work. So it is for the elites. We don't have to use the toilets. So these were the kind of practices. These were the kind of age-old very, very strong beliefs people had. So breaking this was really during 2014, when we were kind of conceiving the ODF thought of ODF India in 5 years. people really, were apprehensive, skeptical, were cynical. I mean, it took us 40 years to move from 14% to 40%. How are we talking about having an ODI of India in 5 years? But today the world is seeing what we have done. It's not just the hardware that we have been able to make, but we have made people use the toilets, and wherever, whenever there is a discussion about the toilet usage, Mr. Yugal Joshi's contribution will definitely be remembered.
No, thank you so much. But it's, there were many people, beginning
Yes.
from the Prime Minister, who was our communication in chief. He was the commander in chief for the communication.
Yeah.
It was all because of him, the program got acceleration. And
Right.
he was the energy behind this, along with 130 crore people of India.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right, sir. All right. So, the duration was short, but the journey was long, very, very long. So if you see your journey when the SBM started, and today when we are talking, you would have seen a lot of innovations and experiments on behavior change, because behavior change, as we understand, is is not a theory, it is a practice. And it is something may work here, something will not work here. And we understand how India is. We have different geography, different topography, different culture, different practices. So you have seen a lot of innovations and experiments being carried out as far as the behavior change communication interventions are concerned. Can you share with us one instance or a story which you think has made significant contribution in this?
Pinpointing one such innovation will be very difficult, because Swachh Bharat was all about, innovations.
Right.
Swachh Bharat, BCC or IEC campaigns were all about innovation, beginning from, that iconic speech of the Prime Minister.
Yes.
And again, I will talk about Prime Minister. Like, we counted his initial 50 Mann Ki Baat talks, where, in about 40, he spoke about Swachh Bharat Mission, Swachhata, importance of Swachhata.
Yes.
And another thing, that he provided adequate fund for not only the incentives for the toilet construction, but also a big chunk was provided for the IEC.
Right.
So these two things were very important. Without money, it was difficult to lead such a campaign. But let me tell you, there were many innovations. The first thing, all these innovations were not top-driven. Mostly came from the ground level.
Right.
The villagers, the Swachhagrahi, Sarpanches, they devised unique things. The districts, blocks, states, everybody. Say, for example, there were Gulabi gangs of, pink sari-clad women who used to go from village to village. There were Dabba Gol gangs of the kids, kids eat kids, and the women have been the torch bearers of this program.
Yes.
And the Nigrani Samitis, the people used to walk from the district collectors to all the officers and the villagers. They used to walk early in the morning in the streets, the fields, in the villages, to stop people or to, discuss with them the problems of open defecation. So there was many things. Even at the central level, we had, a number of events. We did more than about 10 events of the Prime Minister. Apart from that, we had Swachh Sankalp Se Swachh Siddhi, an event where crores of school children participated.
Right.
We had Swachh Shakti programs, where on March 8th, on the International Women's Day, huge, conventions of women, Swachhagrahi women Sarpanchich, we started. There were an iconic event like Chalo Champaran. There was Mahatma Gandhi International Sanitation Convention as well, where more than 56 countries' sanitation ministers participated. It was unique in the history of mankind. I think there was no such event ever happened across the globe.
Completely.
But, and then there were, those Swachh Bharat summer internship. There were a lot of innovations. And, BV number 1, Bhai number 1, toilet number one, all those kind of competitions with the districts, like there were rallies, there were many type of, demonstrations and competitions, which villagers,
Right.
district level, they all devised and implemented. So these things were huge. But since here you asked to pinpoint only one,
One.
so
Yeah.
like one very close comes the innovation of Rani Mistries, which Jharkhand did. And within a period of 2 years, more than a cadre of more than 50,000 Rani Mistries was prepared, who, in fact, almost replaced the Raj Mistries from the job of construction of toilets.
Right.
But the number one award, if there is any, I will give to a competition called Swachh Sundar Shauchalaya.
Okay.
Swachh Sundar Shauchalaya, why it was important, that it was germinated in one of the casual discussions in the ministry. And then suddenly we thought that, why not we inspire or we ask people to paint their own toilets.
Mm-hmm.
So this was huge, government was not spending money on that. We were just asking people to use, and we asked them that there will be a competition at the month end. So people should not only write slogans on their painted toilets, they can design, it was on their sweet will, depending on the folk culture, depending on their wish, however they wanted to decorate their toilets. So we asked them to do that. And, the response was so humongous that we were thinking that, okay, we will get few thousand painted toilets. But at the end of the month, it was run from 1st to 31st of January 2019. And within a month, we got 1.33 crore toilets painted across India.
That's
it was
mammoth.
huge, even today, it gives me goosebumps to see those collages, huge collages of painted toilets, which people painted themselves. And then we had huge exhibitions of these at Kurukshetra and other places.
Right.
These have become a very pride memento for Swachh Bharat Mission. So, and leading that, today, Uttar Pradesh or other states, they are painting their community toilets.
Right.
These painted toilets became so big a IEC, whenever you visit a village and you see a painted toilet or painted community toilet, instantly, this gives you all the idea behind Swachh Bharat.
Right. So, the one thing that you mentioned about the Rani Mistries in Jharkhand, that was such a landmark initiative, which also translated into a significant women empowerment activity. So it was not just like we are looking at one outcome. We looked at very even a bigger outcome, which was the empowerment of the women in Jharkhand. And I remember reading that the Rani Mistries actually completely replaced the Raj Mistries. And the second thing, the Swachh Sundar Shauchalaya. I get this idea that if I am decorating something, if I'm painting something, I get even more attached, and I'm going to use it, hug it, love it, and obviously that makes me feel that this is my own personal space, which I should be using more often. So that was a really wonderful initiative. I had not heard about this, unfortunately.
Thank you, Paresh.
Right. Okay. So great. A lot of things have happened. If you were to be asked to go back in 2014 and chart out, because the time was, like I said, the time was very, very, the timeline was very small. The journey was long. A lot of things happened. Something happened in a planned manner. Something may just have would have just occurred and happened in slightly ad hoc manner. So today, if we have to go back, if you were to go back in 2014 and plan your BCC intervention for Swachh Bharat Mission, what are the few things that maybe 2-3 things that you would definitely want to do?
This is very tricky question, Pareshji. So
Yes.
I joined Swachh Bharat Mission in 2016. In fact, the team which led it to 2019 at the ministry, most of us joined in 2016. So we had very less experience what was happening in the ministry from October 2014 to say February, March 2016.
Right.
But if I start from the date when I joined or when most of the team joined in the ministry, then there were a couple of things which we did remarkably well. Like I earlier talked about one campaign that was called Swachh Sankalp Se Swachh Siddhi.
Siddhi, yeah.
So Honorable Prime Minister gave this slogan Sankalp Se Siddhi. You know, it happens. For any Siddhi, you have to make a Sankalp first, then you have to work hard towards that.
Right.
Then only you get the Siddhi. So taking taking inspiration from Honorable Prime Minister's slogan, we started a campaign called Swachh Sankalp Se Swachh Siddhi. Like you said, Swachh Republic Day.
Yeah.
So it was like that, you know, Swachh Sankalp Se Swachh Siddhi.
Yeah.
So Pareshji, you will be amazed to know that within a period of 15 days, we ran this campaign from 1st September to 15th September,
right,
coinciding with the 5th September, that is the Teachers' Day. So we thought that all the school children of India will participate in that program. And the response was overwhelming. You know, we got 2.89 crore paintings from class 1 to class 5 students. And then from class 6 to class 10, we asked them to write essays, and roughly 2.7 crore essays we got. Huge.
Okay, that's huge. Mammoth.
Yeah. And we asked, school children, higher classes students, as well as paramilitary members to, make films on Swachhata, their own 2 or 3 minute film.
Right.
So we received 30 lakh films. So the campaign was huge, but we finally gave awards. Honorable Prime Minister gave away awards. But my thing is that, we did it in such a hurry, because immediately after that we started Swachhata Hi Seva campaign. That was again a big hit where about 6 crore Indians participated in that. But my biggest regret is to make that repository of those all, 2.89 crore paintings, essays, films. So I wonder, if we have that technology, we have some bank, some treasury where I can keep those all things. So programs were happening so fast that keeping record, that is one of the regrets. Second thing, if I want to run more efficiently, maybe Swachh Bharat summer internship that we usually used to do in the months of summer, where we used to ask university, college students to go to the villages for 15 days. Initially, this Ministry of HRD was very kind to give 2 great points for that as well. That program, since it was happening in the summer months, and it was, exactly after the final exams of the university student, maybe I think if we can, prolong it for 30 days, we can have more resources. We could, encourage more students to participate. Despite these, there were roughly 3 to 5 lakh university students who participated. That's a huge number. But we thought that, perhaps if with more time, we would have done even better. Finally, Pareshji, the third thing, I think, around 2016, we were a bit conservative. We were, in experimenting, we were a bit hesitant.
Okay.
After 2017, we thought that, okay, to give all the heights flight to our imaginations. So I think, people in IEC should be bold. They should,
aggressive.
Yes. So there is no end to the imagination. So if some good ideas come, you should not restrict yourself,
Yes.
You should fly high. So these are the 3 things which instantly are coming to my mind. Maybe there are many, there are, shortcomings in everything. But as of now, I can narrate these 3.
Right. I mean, you perhaps may not have really imagined the kind of response that you're going to get. These are like overwhelming, numbers.
Huge numbers are huge. The way children responded. This
Yeah.
all program was a success because of the participation of children and women. Mostly,
Yeah.
they led. They were the real change makers.
Yes, they were the real change makers. And the clarion call, made by the Honorable Prime Minister, which I think, all people from all walks of life, wanted to be a part of it and, put in, tiny, small, big,
No,
large
Pareshji,
contributions. Yeah.
we say that there were four P's behind this
Hmm.
success of this program. That is the political leadership, public participation, partnerships, and the finance, public finance. But without Prime Minister, he was the soul and he was the body of it. He led the moment on each and every occasion. Whenever we went to him, he was ready to support. He gave so many
Right.
ideas. He is a master of ideas. So
Okay.
in fact, he
Okay.
was the person
Yeah.
who led this moment, and all credit goes to him apart from the people of India.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, that political will and that leading from the front makes a lot of uh, uh, you know impact. All right, so shifting a little bit from the Swachh Bharat mission. Now, if you look at the entire behavior change communication landscape, you know, in India or even globally, uh, you would have come across a lot of other interventions and in some other program. Uh, which one, or other similar behavior change intervention inspires you?
Pareshji, I belong to very remote place in Uttarakhand.
Oh,
When I was a kid, we even was not having a government inter college in our town.
oh, okay.
So whenever the field publicity division of Ministry of INB, they used to come with all their projectors, and they used to show us films.
Hmm.
And we used to go with our chatais and used to sit on the street and watch those films.
Okay.
So this this was our childhood story. So at that time, I think it was 1978 onwards. The first program, which government program, which I have clear memory, is that adult literacy program.
Okay.
Those days, we used to see the outreach, outdoor campaigns about adult literacy. We used to see,
1985,
yeah,
85.
it was, I think, launched in 1978, if my memory is
Okay.
correct.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it was a huge success. Even
Yes.
we used to sing the songs of Praud Siksha, these all things.
Yes. Yeah.
Even reaching these programs to those remote parts of the country
Yeah.
was a huge thing. So
Yeah.
this instantly comes that then at that time we were not having that much knowledge or these things to
Hmm. Hmm.
understand the
Hmm.
importance, understand the impact of these programs.
Hmm.
But somewhere in my psyche, that Praud Siksha adult literacy campaign
Hmm.
still rings. Second important, if you ask me, then I would say Do Boond Zindagi Ki,
Okay. Polio.
that polio campaign.
Yeah. Hmm.
So Pulse Polio campaign, I think, was launched around 1995. So
90, yeah, 95, 96. Yes.
yeah. So Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, who was part of our iconic Darwaja Band campaign. So
Yes. Yes.
he was the person. In fact, I think Piyush Pandey or those people,
Yeah.
they created that Do Boond Zindagi Ki thing,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
it was huge. I
Yeah.
think people, the children under age of 5 years, they were the target. They were the groups, and it was all about the universal vaccination.
Yes.
What we call immunization.
Immunization. Yeah. Yeah.
So these two campaigns instantly come, and they hit, like they touched the chord of people, they touched the heart of people, and
Right.
they were very successful. So I would name these two as, some kind of inspiration behind Swachh Bharat
Yeah,
Mission.
I tend to completely agree with you. This polio campaign, I remember when this began, uh, I guess the government then thought that it's going to be a very easy walk, but it was not so. There was a lot of hostility and reservations in terms of using having that vaccine. And then a mass campaign started, and then it picked up, and today we are polio free country. So yeah, I mean, behavior change communications has a very, very significant role to play. How it is communicated is also important, because I remember um, the Hum Do Hamare Do, the family planning campaign. We were kids then,
Very true. Yes.
when it was launched sometime in 74, 75. Uh, so I don't know what happened, whether that was a top-down approach where this campaign was made and it was bombarded to people, because education was not a problem. People, even educated people, we are five siblings. My father was an engineer. My grandfather was also an engineer with railways. My great grandfather worked with the Britishers. He was also
Oh my
so
God.
education was not a problem, but still, my father and mother, they had five children. So how it is communicated, the timings, and the method, the vehicle that is used for communication is also, very important. So, which method of behavior change communication you think, according to you, uh, uh, you know, is good, is best?
Uh, no single method, can make a program success. That's known. Everybody knows this.
Yeah.
Uh, it's like entire gamut of the thing. It's like a team game. You
Right.
give one player man of the match, but it's without entire team
Absolutely.
performing
Yeah.
well. We cannot say that a team will
Yes.
win.
Yes.
So there were many things with the information, education, communication of Swachh Bharat Mission. First thing I mentioned, and I would like to mention it again, that it was the Prime Minister, his leading his Man Ki Baat addresses, and wherever he went, we in fact published a very beautiful book of his quotes on Swachhata. So this is the book.
Okay. Wow.
So
Thank you.
this is the book published by the publication division, and this backside is Prime Minister's iconic photo where he is,
Constructing toilet.
participating in construction of toilet.
Yeah.
So this is called Swachh Bharat Sankalp Se Siddhi.
Sankalp Se Siddhi Swachh Bharat. Yeah.
So,
All right.
so this was one of the IEC tool we used, and mass media, everybody knows that from those iconic events, iconic campaigns like Darwaja Band, Shaucha Singh audio campaigns. Then there were many movies, we in fact were some sort we were associated, like there was Toilet Ek Prem Katha, very commercially successful movie.
Yeah.
Then there was Gutru Guturgu, a movie. Again, it became tax-free in many states. Then there was Mere Priya Pradhan Mantri. It was made by Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra.
Okay.
And then there was Halka. Beautiful stories, So these all things like mass media. Then there were iconic events. We did one Chalo Champaran event. So in Chalo Champaran, the idea was that, it was the 100th year of Gandhiji Champaran Satyagraha.
Yeah.
So it was thought that if Swachhagrahis across country, they come to Bihar and assemble at Champaran on 10th of April. So it will be a huge thing. So then idea came that those 10,000 Swachhagrahis from non-Bihar states, in fact, should go to each and every district of Bihar. Kind of making that momentum, mass momentum.
Right.
So these events like Swachh Shakti was there, women's conventions. So these all were the events. Similarly, there were mid-media events like Swachhata Rath Veer and 1,000 of Swachhata Raths. There were wall paintings, Nukkad Natak, all kind of forms which any IEC manual suggests. So these all were used. And then there were 6 lakh Swachhagrahis, children, women, sarpanches. So everybody participated. But the most important you asked, so there is no, alternative of interpersonal communication.
Right.
Those door-to-door campaigns where, people go, talk to people, trigger them.
Right.
And there was, very famous triggering tool in SBM, which we used. So teams used to go, they used to assemble the villagers around them, women, children, men, all. then they used to kind of map, village and show
Right.
there which
Right.
are the places for open defecation. Then
Mhm.
they will trigger, how a fly sits on feces, then it comes
Yeah.
and sits on your food
Your
and other
food,
thing,
and
how
then
it
yeah.
contaminates.
Mm.
And then, in the morning, early morning hours, these all volunteers will go to the fields, stop people from open defecation, or, ask them to bring a khurpi so that, they can cover that
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
defecation with some
Mm.
mud or those things. So these all, in the morning they will meet as Nigarani Samitis. Then later in the morning or in the afternoon, they will sit with the villagers,
Yeah.
teaching them the importance of Swachhata. And then they will tell about the government schemes, incentives, and all these
Mhm.
things. They will
Mhm.
then connect with the panchayat people or block people. Then
Mhm.
they will start the campaigns of making toilets. So
Mhm.
actually, it was not possible until and unless people of India, those interpersonal communications.
Right. Yeah.
This tool was without that tool, no behavior change campaign can be successful. Ask them to bring a khurpi so that they can cover that
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
defecation with some
Mm.
mud or those things. So these all, in the morning they will meet as Nigarani Samitis. Then later in the morning or in the afternoon, they will sit with the villagers,
Yeah.
teaching them the importance of Swachhata. And then they will tell about the government schemes, incentives, and all these
Mhm.
things. They will
Mhm.
then connect with the panchayat people or block people. Then
Mhm.
they will start the campaigns of making toilets. So
Mhm.
actually, it was not possible until and unless people of India, those interpersonal communications.
Right. You're right. As a as a user, if I have to change my behavior, I would really want to listen it from someone who's known to me, whom I trust, who is in my community. And you very rightly said that.
No, once I had the privilege to meet Mr. Lee Kuan Yew.
Mhm.
He was the founding father of Singapore.
Yeah.
So he told us that, any behavior, imbibing any behavior normally takes 2 to 3 generations.
Right.
So in Singapore, they were kind of making it a first world country from the third world country. So they took 2 to 3 generations. Here task was, much more urgent. So we wanted to do it in 5 years.
Yeah.
So that's why, it is called that biggest behavior change program.
Largest. Yes.
So yes. And today, if you go to villages, even only this week I was visiting the villages of Uttar Pradesh. Then people there used to tell me, earlier in the morning hours or evening hours when you pass some important village road, you would see people sitting on the roads. But nowadays you won't see them.
Yes.
Nowadays,
Absolutely.
though there may still be gaps, but people are using toilets, all
Right.
surveys, all kind of things they suggest,
Yeah.
even whenever you interact with the people, they say that there is a certain behavior change in the
Right.
people. And in fact, there was one international agency, Dalberg, they did a survey.
Right.
And they in fact, came with this conclusion that with an investment of, say, few thousand crore rupees, it was roughly around 2,300 crore rupees. The outcome were more than 10 times of that. And
Okay.
and the another conclusion was that each message of Swachh Bharat mission was seen by people or has some impact on people 2,500 times. So this,
Okay.
yeah,
Mhm.
this was the focus and impact of Swachh Bharat Mission IEC.
Mhm.
That if each and every message is seen by people 2,500 times, that's huge.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
were working against time, there was a definite time limit. We had
Yes.
to do that. In fact, many people, our seniors, used to compare it with the Apollo mission of United States. When President Kennedy in 1960 or 61 said that in 10 years we would put a man on moon.
Yeah.
So it was a kind of that, where you call that what big, hairy, audacious goal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Swachh Bharat
This
mission
was a
was
big,
all
hairy,
about that,
audacious
and
goal. Yeah.
yes. So and IEC was all about, the most impactful thing was interpersonal communication.
Okay. All right. So I think we are coming towards the last leg of the talk. So uh, in the beginning, you mentioned that it was a teamwork, where we worked with other departments. We worked with a lot of partners also. Uh, so from the BCC perspective, if you have to give some suggestions or some based on your experience, what would that suggestion be? I'm not asking one, because it is it's not fair, but a couple of one or two suggestions if you can.
So not only development partners, but in fact, as I told you, there were 4 important P's for behind the success of this program. So important one P was the partnerships.
Right.
So those partnerships, whether these are the development partners, international organizations, Indian organizations, civil society organizations, faith leaders, all or different kind of private industries, everybody participated. And now you said that, what kind of advice, it is very difficult to give any advice because all people, they are working so well in all their spheres.
Yes.
But when we see the literature of communication, especially in social sector, when you see the old literature, there was a kind of tendency after Second World War that, many people thought that third world countries would or should receive all these gyan from the first world countries. Some
Right.
kind of that kind of approach was there.
Yeah.
But during Swachh Bharat mission, we realized that in fact, no size fits all. In fact, the locals are best suited to find a solution as per their environment, as per their circumstances.
Yeah.
So everybody, development partners, ministries, people of India, they all have to work together. Without sitting, without discussing, that's why normally we do all these sarpanch samvads or, communication with people so much that it's a kind of, almost on daily basis that we are talking to people about Swachhata or these things. So for development partners, my thing will be, they are very important for capacity building because, government resources are limited. So all development partners and government, if they are together, they are working together, then it becomes 1 + 1 is 11.
Right.
There is resource pooling is there. Then the kind of learning and sharing, most of the development partners are experts in that. And
Right.
normally what happens in a big country like India, if there are some innovations taking place in a small district, they don't, convey, they don't communicate it. They are not communicated to the neighboring districts or other districts. So, and development partners and other partners have good reach. They have, their people stationed in different districts. There are more of kind of, better communication. So if we have development partners as, kind of in a feedback role, in capacity building, in sharing, knowledge sharing, and in, regular conversation, so that a kind of better policy, kind of better implementation techniques, these can emerge from these all discussions. So I see them, almost as equal partners on the road of development.
Thank you so much. And, I'm sure, including me, the viewers are extremely, extremely, happy and benefited with all those experiences and your learnings that you just shared with us. But in the interest of time, we'll have to, give a pause for today's talk. And I must say that this Republic Day 2021 will be remembered by all of us, just because of the wonderful, knowledge sharing that you just did with us. So thank you once again, Mr. Joshi, for being with us on this special episode of Dev Talk.
Thank you so much, Pareshji. It was an honor, and thank you so much for inviting me here on Development Talks. And once again, wishing you, all the viewers, a very happy Republic Day. Thank you so much for your interest in Swachh Bharat Mission, and people like you, we expect that they all will take the message of Swachhata to everywhere. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Namaskar.
Yeah. Namaste.